welcome back to the channel. It's Carrie here from Carrie Counts Cash. Hope you're all doing well. I am doing swell. I'm about to go up to my mom's after I cash stuff some moolah here, and we're gonna do some Christmas baking. I'm gonna spend the night, and hopefully that will sufficiently get me in the Christmas spirit, because I go back to work on Sunday and then I work my 4-day stretch, and then it is time for my family to celebrate Christmas. So it is coming so quick. I can't even believe it. I did end up last night emptying out my change jars. I took that back to the bank. You will find out when we kind of get into it how much money is specifically for my coin jar. But today in cash, we have $2,265, I do believe. So let's start with my cash envelopes and see if I have any rollover this week. And it says $885 and change. I did put that in the jar last night so that I could have it all ready to go back to the bank today. So eating out, are we even surprised? There is no money left here. I did budget $50 this week. And how did I do that? I think I did that in 2 5s. Oh wait, let's do 4 5s. So that's 20, 30, 40, 50. And we're trying to put the grossest bills in the front so that we can spend those. So in here we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Ooh, that one's kind of nice. I don't want to spend that. There we go. And I've started doing this in 10s and 5s so that I'm more likely to have money left for the $5 and the $10 savings challenge. And if you watched my November check-in, you might know that I'm going to transition over into more credit card spending in the new year, so I won't have as much change. Fun Money has $50 in here. We are not adding anything. The balance will stay right where it is. And gas, we have $50, $70, $80 left. This 10 is going to go to our $5 savings challenge. And we are going to roll the $20 over into car maintenance. And then this 50 we are going to put somewhere else. So I'm gonna tuck this 10 back here behind the 5s so that I know it has a special purpose. And we are going to add $150 right now. So we'll do it again the same way, 50, 75, and then we'll do that again, 50, 75. Just because I like to split it up into 2 trips, and I literally just went to pump gas now. I think it cost me $60. Gas did go down a little bit, and I was quite low, so that was nice. But I am going to make this trip up to my mom's today, and then I'm going to end up going again next week with Christmas. So I'm going to need more money in here. So this $150 is only the tip of the iceberg. But you will see kind of later on in the video when we add a little more to this. And if we have rollover, we have rollover. I might just be going crazy. I might not need all of that money, but it's here in case I do. So 50, 100, 120, 140, 145, 150. And I have, like I said, started spending now on my Visa. So I will be paying this back on my spending recaps for the week. Groceries, we have $20, $30, $40 here. This is all going towards my $5 and my $10 savings challenge. So we're gonna tuck that right in the back. And then $20 we will roll over. So let us add $180. And I did do this all in 20s. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. And because I'm going up to my mom's tonight, I won't need groceries for a few days. I'll come back, buy some stuff for work, and then I should be going right back up to my mom's again that next weekend. So I shouldn't need all of this money for sure. but it is here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, $200 in groceries. Self-care, we are adding $30. My nails are in bad shape. They're kind of lifting on the bottoms. That's when I start picking them off. But it's all good. I get my nails done, I think, next week. So we are fully funded for one trip here. We have 20, 40, 50, 60. It generally costs me $50. So we are gonna start building this up for the next time. And then lastly is spending. Now, I am going to roll this over to treat yourself, and then you will see in my spending recap, this money, I did spend some of it. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put the 20 down and I'm gonna grab a 10, and then I'm gonna put this in treat myself later on. So we're just gonna leave that there for now. The full 20 isn't gonna go in treat yourself because of some stuff that I bought. So we're gonna leave $20 in spending for this week. And then I am gonna set $10 aside to go in my weight loss challenge jar that I'm doing with my mom. You guys don't usually see that, so that's off to the side. We add $5 every Saturday. So that's it for cash envelopes. We are gonna move into bills now. So we will start with annual dues. And so there only used to be one of these. My membership to a bookstore here in Canada, my Plum Plus membership, that cost me $45 a year. It's due in August. But now we have a credit card with an annual fee, and that annual fee is $120. We are going to add $5 for that this stuffing. It works out to $10 a month. So that is something we'll have to look forward to, but my first year annual fee is waived, so that will be nice. So in here we have 20, 25, 30 in my Plum Plus, and now we have 5 in my credit card annual fee. And yes, I know that little divider is janky. I just put that in there to remind myself. Monthly dues is going to be for my iCloud right now. So we're gonna add $5 in here. We'll add 10 for the next time for our Spotify. Car payment is gonna get $215, so 100, 200, 210, 215. So 1, 2, 210, 215. And they did take it out at the 1st of December. I had just changed my payment date, and I will say that that worked out so much better. I really was very happy with how well that worked out. Cell phone is going to get $80. So 50, 70, 80, and this should be fully funded now. 50, 100, 120, 140, 150, 160. I've already got my bill emailed to me, so I will probably take this out on my next unstuffing. I think I have until the 21st, so it might wait until the week after, but I might be kind of lax on my filming, at least my weekly check-ins, because with Christmas and everything going on, it's just a little bit hectic. Insurance is going to get $130, so $120 here, and then $130, $100, $120, $130. And we just paid this. That's for my car and my house. And loan interest. We're estimating that it's gonna be like $25-ish, so we're gonna put 10 in here this time. And I know that the goal is to pay off my loan this month, but I wanna be prepared just on the off chance that they do still charge a little bit of loan interest. So cross your fingers, guys, that I will be able to reallocate that somewhere else, but if I do, it's no biggie. So power bill is going to get $110. And I'm really hoping that my power bill goes down next year. I'm on equalized billing. I've been kind of watching these cycle, and I am down 6 months out of the last 12 in terms of my power usage. So I'm kind of on the fence. I don't really know, but we'll keep an eye on it. And I'm trying really hard in December to keep my power utilization down. But then, of course, I'm using lights in the middle of the day because it's very dark and dreary here. So don't judge me. Okay, TV and internet is going to get $85. So this is now $166 a month, and we have to put a little more in this just because I was getting a deal on my second receiver cost, but now I have to pay full price. So that's why that went up. So now we have 50, 100, 120, 140, 150, 160, 65, 170. So that should more than enough cover it. And then last but not least are our utilities, so our water and sewer, which is gonna get $20. And this will bring this up to $20, $40, $60, $80, $90. With the usual cost being $190, so we're a good portion of the way there. We're about halfway. And then for our bills buffer, we have 110. We are actually not adding anything today because I feel like this is a good chunk and we can add to this in the future, but I'm quite happy with where it is right now. So that's it for bills. And I am going to be putting some money in credit line right now, right off the bat. We're going to do 175, and we will add more to this later on in the stuffing. So 100, 150, 170, 175 in credit line. My goal was to pay at least $700 this month. My credit line is sitting at $2,700 that I owe, and the goal, as I've mentioned a few times, is to pay that off completely this year. And then we will start paying down my vehicle, which I don't really count as consumer debt. I'll just keep adding a little bit to the next payment. And then hopefully when I sell that this coming year, because that is still my plan, I don't know, that might change, then I might be able to get a pretty penny back out of the profit, because it is a newer vehicle. So we will see. And then let us move on to our sinking funds. We'll start with my high priority. So car maintenance is first, and we are adding $20 of rollover from gas. I might normally add the whole thing, but I have a couple priorities this week, so I just wanted to kind of offset that a little bit. So in car maintenance, we have 20, 40, 60, 80 now, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. And I do have divider tabs on the way from Intentional Living for this category, which I am so pumped about. Christmas is not gonna get anything. We have spent all of our Christmas money, and we will wait until next year to start restuffing that. Probably going to be quite a bit of a lower total than what we had saved this year. We're not saving 1K in the future, I don't believe, because we're just going to do like a Secret Santa type thing, and we're going to obviously cap that. All right, guys, I guess my camera cut off filming somewhere. I believe we were just about to put $10 into clothing. And so this will mean that we now have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 135 in clothing. Just gonna bring that over just a bit. And then health is next. We are gonna put $10 in here. We try and put a minimum of 10 in our high priority sinking funds, and then 5 in our lower. I'm trying to stick to that, but priorities have been kind of skewed over the last little bit, as I've mentioned, getting ready for my trip and trying to accommodate my debt payoff. So in health, we have 100, 150, 160, 170, 180, 185. But we don't have anything that I'm planning on until October of next year, so we have time to build that. Home maintenance is next, and I also have divider tabs coming for this. We are gonna add $25 here this time around, and I still have not got the bill for my November plowing. I think he just came one time. That is still in my bank. So we have 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 345, 350 now in home maintenance. And it is the 8th of December today, and it's been unseasonably warm here. It is 6 degrees today, which is so abnormal. It's been raining a ton, so I'm crossing my fingers that he doesn't plow much this month either, because we hopefully won't have a lot of snow. And then January and February tend to be the months that we get hit the hardest with that. Sometimes even March is pretty rough, but we will hopefully not have to pay a ton of money for plowing this year. But it's Canada. Okay, so the elephant in the room is that new car has a minus 325 next to it. It's got a $500 placeholder in here because I put this money in the bank last week. What I want to do is I want to take this money, this $325, because I think I am gonna have a fairly good profit when I actually sell my vehicle. I don't know that I'm gonna need all this money. I am gonna put this in the cash tray, and we are gonna restuff that somewhere else today. We will leave the $500 in the bank. I won't touch that unless I absolutely need to, but new car is not getting anything. We are gonna leave that at $500. This is for my down payment, which again, I think I'll have a pretty decent profit from my current vehicle. So Polaris, he's always priority number one in this household, because if he doesn't get his way, he just screams, and he's sleeping comfortably right now. So he has 50, 100, 120, 140, 150, 160, 65, 70, 75. 175 for him. And I don't need to buy him anything right now. Property tax is going to get $50. So $1,000 in the bank, $2,000 in the bank, and then in cash, 152, 253, 350, 370, 390, 410, 420, 430, 440, 445, 450, 2450. And the hope is that we can have this at $2,500 before the end of the year, and I can put the rest of the cash back in the bank. And I did order more placeholders from Intentional Living, and I had made a couple of my own. Hopefully they fit the envelopes a little bit better than these ones do, but it's okay. So vet visits is next. This is for his annual stuff, and we are working to get to 250 here. He has 100, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200, and 210. So we're a good portion of the way there. His annual stuff is due in March. And my favorite envelope to stuff right now for my sinking funds is Wanderlust to prepare for my trip. So we have finished dining. There is $102 in dining. Flights are already paid off. Fun is the last category we're gonna stuff, so nothing there. And we are currently working on miscellaneous. We are gonna put $120 in here right now. So 120. And then resorts is fully paid for. Spending we will work on after miscellaneous. And weekenders is fully funded at $300. There should be 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300. Yes. So we will put a little bit more money in here later on in the stuffing, but this is a pretty good chunk and I am pumped about it. Let's go color in our tracker for this so far. So to start out, we're gonna color in 25. And I'm not really worried about my coloring right now. We'll do 80. We're gonna go down here and do 10 and 5. And this should be 120. And our goal for miscellaneous, I believe, is $250. That will be hair, nails, beauty, all that stuff before I go. The total that we're trying to save is $2,000 for my trip. I don't know if I'll need all that. And then we are going to move into our lower priority sinking funds. Starting out with cushion. Cushion is going to get $5. And this brings us up to 15. This one just bent. Those can look as raggedy as ever, but the minute that they have like bent corners is when I start to get annoyed. I don't know if that's just like weird, but that's how it goes in my world. DRO is my phone leasing program. Again, don't know if I'll need to spend this money or not, but we will see in October. So it is 100, 200, 300, 5, 10, 15, 20, 320 for DRO. And then electronics is going to get a good chunk of change. And the reason this is happening is because I did purchase a ring light, and so I've got to come up with the money for that. So we have 60 now in electronics, and this will be gone at the end of the week, likely, to pay off my credit card. Fireman's Lotto is not going to get anything. It is fully funded at 105. This is due in January. Next year, I probably will leave it in the bank to accrue just like a cent or two of interest. You know how she be. Next is household, and we depleted this last week, but we are going to add $5. This bill is really, really grody. So there's 10 in household now. And I have some stuff that I need to buy, like garbage bags and whatever, but I'm trying to hold off until I have this built up a bit more. Miscellaneous is going to get 5. And so it now has $10. Planner supplies is going to get 5. Surprise, surprise, this one is always empty. So $5 in here. And special occasions is going to get 5. I may or may not have to go buy more wrapping paper and things like that. But we have $25 in here that I can do that with. So I'm going to wait until I get home tomorrow sometime. Probably do it on Saturday. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And then I'll know if I have to go buy more stuff. Toiletries is going to get 5. And so we have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70 here. And then treat yourself is going to get $20 in rollover. No, we're going to do 10 is what I said we're doing. So 20, 30, 40 in treat yourself. And then let us do our initial bit here of my savings binder. So investments gets nothing. We're waiting to pay off my credit line. I might potentially get an RRSP with this money, but that's not in the works yet. And then oh shit is my emergency fund. This week we are going to give it $25 in cash. There's $2,000 in the bank. So 20 and 5. Parents is gonna get 25 as usual. This is just building up for their future as they get older. If they need anything, then I will have a little bit extra cash to support them. They have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 55, 60, 65, 70, 175 in their envelope. Because my dad does not have a pension and my mother does not work for health reasons. Pet Emergencies has $10. You guessed it, we're adding 5. And I don't have my highlighter right here, so I am gonna fill in the third $5 off camera. I'll probably do this one right here. So you will see that tracker has changed in the future. I got that from Ashley Marie Budgets. She's here on YouTube and Etsy. If you don't know Ashley, you're missing out. And then last but not least for regular savings is my cash savings. We're gonna add 5 to this. So we have 500 in the bank, and then 20, 40, wait a minute, let me get my hands on it. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. $580. And this is for my TFSA, but currently it hasn't been the highest notch on the totem pole as far as my priorities go. It is finally time. I am going to be emptying these babies out and counting how much is in here. So leave your guesses down below and we'll see how close you get. Silvers first. I feel like Smaug over my giant pool of silver, only I'm not really all that rich, y'all. 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 3. 2, 4, 6, 8, 40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 50. For the final totals, we're gonna end up with $332. We're gonna throw an additional $95 into gas. So we're gonna do 50, 70, 95. We're not gonna worry about this in any specific denomination, but just to say that we did. In gas, we now have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, 245 in gas. And hopefully this will get us through. I don't see why it wouldn't. This might be overstuffing it, but that is okay. And then next we are going to go into our high priority sinking funds. Again, we are gonna stuff an additional 130 in our Wanderlust envelope, specifically in miscellaneous, and that should fully fund it. I'm not gonna pull all of the categories out. I'm just gonna grab 100, 120, and 130. So with that, there is 102 in dining, there is $250 in miscellaneous, and there is $300 in weekenders. So that makes a total of $652. We will go back and add that to our tracker. We're gonna color in this 95. This 30 here, and then this 5. And then for the rest of the additional money, what we are gonna do is we're gonna put another $325 in my credit line. So 200, 250, 300, 25. So let's see what we've ended up with. 100, 200, 300, 350, 400, 450, 470, 490, 495, $500 for my credit line payment, which is good because if you remember, the goal was at least $700. So I think that's very, very, very doable. Let's count and see if we have what I think we have for our savings challenges. It should be a good chunk of change, but a lot of that's in small denominations. The money over here is for my $10 and my $5 savings challenges. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 410, 420, 430. That is exactly what I thought. So we are gonna stick this in the tray just like this. And let's get into savings challenges. We will start with Saveopoly. I did reset the board, so hopefully it doesn't glitch like it did last time. Last time we were on Save 80. So I'm gonna grab my dice. I think we can probably roll a few times in a couple challenges, but we'll start with one and then we'll come back. So we got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you kidding? Last time we got go to jail that we came around here. So I am just really unlucky. We're gonna go all the way down here. And if we're in jail, it costs $100 to get out. So we are gonna throw $100 in there. That underneath there. And our goal was to get Saveopoly to $750 this month. I think that is definitely doable considering where we were at our end of the month closeout. I'm not going to count this now, but I will say we were pretty much at $600, and considering we just added 100, we're pretty close. So we paid to get out of jail because we're bad. So we will leave him there for just a second and we will come back to this. Let's go to flip a coin next. So last time we ended up rolling or flipping for 2 tails. So that was $38 and $37. We round those back up to 40. So 20, 40, and 20, 40. So $80 going into flip a coin. And this one I wanted to see if I could get to $500. I also think that's a doable goal. Grab my quarter here. And let's flip for the last week of the stretch. So heads, which is 17, and heads, which is 18. So I'll mark those off. And so $40 going in here next week, or next stuffing, I guess. I always say next week and it's not next week. Or we might do it in this video if we have extra money. Snakes and ladders we will do next. So last time we ended up on 20. We're gonna roll 2. And we got 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which takes us to 26. So we'll round that up to $30. And we'll go up to 100 envelope because this one we did have a big number to put in this week. We opened up number 19, which was worth $82, but y'all know we're rounding up. So 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $85 this week. And this one, I think I wanted to get to 500 as well. We will see. 5,000 we're not doing anything with. Pac-Man I'm gonna leave alone. Let's put our $5 bills in our envelope here. So we have $10 this week. And then we have $20 to go in our $10 envelope. We also have to contribute money to our no spend savings challenge. So this time around, I had 4 no spend days, which is $20. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15. We have 115 left. Let's go back and roll another one for snakes and ladders because I feel like that one doesn't get a lot of love. We've been on the lower end of the spectrum. So we got 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is $34. So we'll round that up to 35. 20, 30 here, 5. I'm wondering if I want to roll one more for Saveopoly or if I want to do another flip a coin. What we will do before I move on too far though is, so we put in $82. What that means is we're going to go to envelope 82 and open that up and see what that will be for next week. So $71. So we are 100% going to hit our $500 goal here, I believe. But let us roll another for Saveopoly. So we got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is save $60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This envelope is bulging at the seams, but that's what we like for savings challenges. And next week, we're gonna take all of this out and find out what we have. So we have $20 left. I think I'm gonna do one of the flip the coin ones. That's up here in the front, flip a coin. So $20 going in there. And then we have a tails that we will make up for next week where we just stuffed the extra one. And that's $34, so we'll round that up to 35. Alrighty guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. We hit some great milestones with our savings challenges and we had some good progress with our credit line. All in all, I'm super happy about the way today ended up, and I may or may not see you in a weekly check-in over the next few days, but I will see you when I see you. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye!